Get ready for this. It's going to be
amazing.
Tasteless versus SingSing.
Top 3, AoE 4, StarCraft 1, Warcraft 3. So good. Alright, here we go. Lacari. Game number 1 of day 2. It's your turn next, isn't it?
I know. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Like, no, Big Pippi was just right. MMR is just a number, man. I'm actually a little terrified. I can tell my opponents, they are not messing around. They want to win.
Yep.
They're studying even me.
Who do you think's going to win between SingSing and Tasteless? I think I have my money on SingSing, especially since he would have learned quite a lot from his previous experience. If you haven't seen the videos, go check them out. I won't give any spoilers, but man's got to learn from his mistakes. And I think he's going to execute on that, perhaps on poor Tasteless.
If you're not 50-50 win rate, your MMR hasn't normalized, right?
Right.
If MMR is doing what it's supposed to do, you should have a 50% win rate.
Yes.
If the system's working as intended. So.
Which also means SingSing hasn't completely landed either, because he's still at 60%.
Yep. Dude, SingSing is a monster, by the way.
He is.
Dude is crazy.
But now we're going to see Tasteless's best matchup. This is the biggest MMR imbalance on the face of it. Now, the Tasteless likes playing against human. He has an 82% win rate against humans in his bracket. It's one of the major reasons for his MMR climb. He was more uncomfortable playing against things like Night Elf or Undead. We saw him against the Orc.
Tasteless does say he's better against human, so let's hope without the Orc Farseer constantly pestering him, he can have a bit more time to breathe and do what he needs to do.
Undead, they tend to turtle a lot. It has been a concept for Undead since the beginning of Warcraft 3, that Undead bases are not to be attacked, that you can never count them out, that games are thrown there. But I guess if you have a blinking hero that can go in and kill a lot of acolytes, you can kind of break that turtle a little bit.
I love killing civilians, what can I say?
Makes sense. And totally not a war crime. So, let's cast the game. We've got Tasteless opening up with a Crypt Lord. He's going to find some
Crypt Lord's back
to slaughter and summon skeletons from. This deer, believe it or not, can summon 2 sets of human-sized skeletons. Or beetles. There we go. It's going to be the beetles. And SingSing immediately goes for the corner expansion. It is harder, but he has militia to creep alongside with him.
He's done it smoothly.
Might be going for a fast expansion here.
I don't think Tasteless is going to know about this.
I didn't know deer could turn into 2 skeletons or beetles. That's actually very interesting. And I guess SingSing's going for the classic fast expo.
Looks like it. Going to be doing the safe variant of it. You can also bring 4 peasants instead, where you immediately make the town hall and you cut peasant and footman production. It is extremely greedy and must be addressed by the enemy player. This is the safer variant where you first make a scout tower, which will be turned into an arcane tower, which can help defend against early pressure. It's the equivalent of making an early Nerubian rather than rushing goldmine, which is probably what Tasteless is going to be doing here. Ooh, nice reveal.
That's Grubby's narration voice.
By SingSing, and he immediately sees that this expansion is being taken.
He's probably gonna go mess with him, right? I'd imagine.
Yeah, I mean...
especially if he gets level 3.
At the correct theoretical level, Tasteless against SingSing, with both of them expanding, both should be
Tasteless did a good scout there.
Workers
Little beetle.
quite a lot. And defending, of course, against it as well. So it will be interesting to see how it plays out.
Okay. Who has the better harass, do you think, between undead and human?
Well, they're both really good at it. You've got loads of footmen, loads of ghouls, and then you have water elementals versus beetles and skeletons. So they really pretty much go blow for blow with their pushing capabilities.
I see, okay. Interesting.
We can now see that
movement across the map.
Yeah, SingSing is trying to farm. He's going to get level 2.9 from this. Not quite level 3, but a couple of summon kills and he'll have it. And Tasteless is enacting the second phase of his playbook, where he leaves the gold mine and the Nerubian building. Hopefully for him, he will make Nerubian towers soon, as right now it's not being made just yet. He's doing a greedy variant where he's first spamming acolyte production. And he's going to go head over to SingSing's expansion. Now look at where SingSing is. He's doing another reveal on the expansion with the crystal ball, but he seems completely unaware that his peasants are about to be attacked. He's laboring under a false sense of security.
Oh, this looks really good for Tasteless, actually. He's going to get a lot of peasant kills here.
Is he not going to TP? Oh, quite late. I think he waited until he got
around here on
all the creeps down.
It could be very risky for SingSing to go in this way. He does have a lot of his units formed around his Archmage. And Tasteless doesn't seem to be using his mana, and now all of it is being sapped. And keep in mind, he has no town portal.
Oh no, he doesn't have a town portal. Did he sell it for something?
Yeah.
This is common it's common for Undead to sell it when doing a fast expansion, because then they'll have more money to make more stuff. But look at how many units he has. He's pretty much just going blow for blow with SingSing, targeting down all the footmen, and they're both killing.
You can get another lot of beetles if the arcane tower doesn't get him, and those will be level 2 beetles. So that'll actually make a huge difference. He needs to summon those now quickly.
Much, much better for him.
Maybe he doesn't have it on autocast.
But they're trading ghouls and footmen pretty equally, so I would say it's quite even. There is a level 2 carrion beetle summon from Tasteless because the arcane tower is no longer targeting
it's an extra
the
600 health.
There's nothing that stands between SingSing and Oblivion except those water elementals. They're the real carry in this defense.
God, trust me, I know. Water elementals. I'm gonna have nightmares about water elementals, man.
We used to call them water torrents as a propaganda act to make Blizzard feel like they are as strong as we feel they are. Reframing what things are called, like instead of water elemental, you call them water torrents. It can have good propaganda effects to try and influence balance, but it never worked.
I mean, that's a fair assessment. If you look at this water elemental at level 2, it does 33 to 41 damage. By the way, with 625 HP, that's insane.
And you can have
that might as well be a ranged torn.
You can have 3 at the same time.
I think I've only seen like 2 max, actually. You'd have 3?
Yeah, but only for a brief period of time. If you summon on cooldown.
Tasteless has a little bit of defense here. It should ease up some of the pressure, but it's not going to stop the Archmage from dominating quite hard here.
I would say there was a potential for more peasant kill and more impale, perhaps. I think it was better for SingSing, even though he lost a lot of footies. Every footman lost is an army unit lost.
Both players creep in that green spot when their expansion gets hit.
Economy unit that could be gathering lumber.
Oh, that's true. That's very true, actually.
And of course, ghouls are cheaper, so in a way, the gold exchange was better for Tasteless. But now Archmage is really high level. Can he deal with it?
I mean, I don't. How do undead deal with water elementals? They don't have any dispel, right?
Not yet. At tier 2, you get an item, Wand of Negation.
I think it's a best of 3.
That's going to be quite useful, but this tier 2 isn't finished. The big story here is not just the damage being dealt by SingSing, but the damage that Tasteless is dealing to himself by not macroing during this. We look at his crypts, only now is he starting double fiend production, whereas whether you look at Sing, he never stopped making footmen. So it's those little macro moves during the fight that can be better for the attacker if his macro is better, yeah.
It's like what you were telling me, macro before micro.
Yes. When you're about to start a fight, you want to create a lot of units, max out your money, so that just in case you forget to macro during the battle, at least you've got new units coming in soon. There it is. You sell 3 elementals for a short period of time. SingSing is now tapped out, no more mana, and there's only 1 acolyte left mining.
He's level 5 already!
He's level 5! Oh my god, can you imagine?
Oh my god, he's level 5!
Is he gonna get water elementals level 3?
And it's only... Oh my god, that's like one of the quickest level 5s I've ever seen, I think.
It's 8-minute 30. You couldn't farm it.
I wonder how much experience does carrion beetles give. Maybe quite a decent chunk.
Definitely not. I mean,
they are pretty annoying, though.
Killed that many creeps outside like green camps.
Yeah, they got level 3 and then they started a full-blown war.
Yeah, this does not look good for Tasteless. I'm just gonna be honest, Grubby. This looks very cooked.
He's making a Death Knight, remaking Acolytes. He's at 27 population. Meanwhile, SingSing is at 42, already heading to tier 3, and he made double Arcane Sanctum. Probably gonna want to make a couple of priests with this spell to deal with the beetles, and then onwards to knights.
Oh, he's wealthy as heck.
Oh yeah,
he's just shoving down a whole bunch of production buildings.
It's crazy. Nice.
And I think Tasteless is still T2, right?
Yeah, he's still trying to crank out enough acolytes to resaturate his expansion. A necropolis that he's making now could help remake acolytes, which would free up his Hollows of the Dead to be allowed to go to Black Citadel. But
that rat was,
it was so
fairly
late,
polite and moved over.
He was never able to use it that way. Now, there is one thing at stake here. SingSing doesn't have a town portal, so he either is going to want to have one or make sure that when Tasteless has enough mana for Impale, that he doesn't get surrounded and killed it.
Oh, yeah. I'm guessing if it's anything like Dota, and I'm not sure if it's like this, higher level heroes grant more experience, right?
Yes. Yeah. Level 1 hero gives 100 XP, then it goes to... I'm not 100% sure, but eventually it gets to like 300 XP for a hero, and it even goes up. So, yeah. Level 5 would feed a lot here, and that's the comeback potential for the lower level player. The lower hero player.
Makes sense.
Time to SingSing to finish this off. Kind of needs the priest though to keep him alive a little bit here.
Really bad. Ooh, he got the
Yes.
almost close on that surround.
Has he got defend on the footman?
Seems like a sloppy surround attempt. He thought maybe he already has it. He had a lot of time to surround, but he got it. Cost him a second bolt though.
It's quite a lot of things.
Tasteless has Impale threat. There's a nice Dispel. SingSing is very good on his Dispels.
Oh yeah, he's quick. Those Dota mechanics that play there.
Funnily enough, I don't think Dota has Dispel, or am I wrong? Like, I don't remember it.
Already yawning? No, I mean, I think it's kind of like a reflex in a way.
Honestly,
because I'm not technically doing anything.
Like certain,
whereas I'm almost
like
always
BKB,
keeping myself busy doing something. When
Yeah,
I rarely
Oh,
sort of just
says it
sit there
does.
and actually watch
Right.
something.
Oh, right.
Like, even when I'm-
Lotus, Yules. No, but what
when
about,
I
like,
am actually
AoE
watching
Dispel?
TV,
Dota surely
it's when
doesn't
I'm
have
eating
AoE
food and stuff
Dispel
like that.
In a region,
In
right?
the
It's
evening,
always
I'll
single
spend a
target.
couple of hours eating.
Hero has it. It's
So I'm
been so
always
long,
sort of doing something.
I'm ashamed to call myself once upon a time an immortal because I don't even like remember. It's kind of weird because like I don't remember it until I see the hero and then everything registers in my brain what it does. I don't know if you're like that too.
Fair. Yeah, no, I understand. It felt like a long time ago for me as well, and it's only been a year.
He's keeping the Archmage back, so his Mountain King can get even more leveled up here. Should be not. I don't think he gets level 3 from this, but I don't think he's gonna. Maybe he gets to finish it. It's taken him a while to get that big old boy down. Archmage.
I think it's
almost.
cute. They always try to go for the surrounds. I like that.
Yeah.
Problem is, Archmage comes back in now to steal some of that
That's a lot of
experience.
priests. It's like 5 priests. Is that normal? That many?
I feel like that's a lot. He often makes a self-deprecating comment when he has this many. He's like, "Oops, I brought the whole church."
I like that.
Look, he's making everything. What is this? How many bases do you think you have, son? Double Racks, Double Sanctum, Griffin Aviary, and a workshop?
He's got to be prepared.
Damn.
Also
Griffins
needs
are
the
coming
food
out.
supply.
The
Stuck
big
at
boys
64
are here.
food.
That is the strongest unit for human, right? Griffins?
Yes, and it's kind of a jack of all trades, just like the Rifleman. It's a really solid tier 3 unit, not quite like the Chimera and Frostworm in its explosive power, but it's a good jack of all trade that works in many situations. Death Knight getting focused here. We've got a Thunderclap on the Fiends. Fiends are getting surrounded.
Fiends
SingSing
do
puts
not
down
like
a healing
that.
ward. Fiends are running away.
Oh man. SingSing has healing wards too? Oh no.
Look at all the Gargs
Tasteless.
stacked.
Look at Tasteless's crypt. Look at the left crypt and then look at the right crypt.
Oh my god!
This
What
is why you
going
shouldn't
on?
probably go for an expansion
Tasteless-
if you're not
Gold. But
This
this actually has a lot of money that's unspent.
if you're
Yes,
not so
he was
experienced with the
saving up on
game
50,
because you
which he
you
has
just
been
have a lot of
taught by
money.
former
It
pro
puts you in a
player
worse
Terror.
position and you'll
Yeah,
have
but
more money you
sometimes
can
he may
spend
not
because you don't know
have
how to
the
spend it quickly
exact
enough.
wisdom and timing sense of knowing when that is too greedy and when that is appropriate. If he had Mass
I
Gargs here, that would actually do pretty well. And he saved up a lot on 50. Essentially, if you take this bank that he saved up, it was probably like 2,000. But then he didn't make enough over ziggurats, and he's not control grouping both of his crypts, I think, to the point where one crypt is trying to do all the front-loaded production.
Yeah, that's a common mistake, missing a control group. I wonder if he's caught onto it yet.
Doesn't seem so. SingSing.
Yeah, he's still producing. Yeah, he's still producing everything from one crypt. Oh man, someone's got to tell him.
Thunderclap on the back line. Tasteless not doing a whole lot of moving and scooting and shooting. Just kind of standing there and taking it. Hits another impale,
Yeah.
but it's on 2 knights without a lot of follow-up. Doesn't have the Orb of Corruption. Doesn't have the gargoyle numbers. Death Knight went home to try and get some potions. SingSing, he's bringing the pain train. The Armada is in full production.
He's had enough.
Oh
He's sealing
man, this is. Oh. This is
it. Any more
rough.
thoughts?
The human has his full force.
Sure does.
4 undead.
Look at
They're
this.
being purged from the lands.
What is SingSing doing? He's building a workshop right here.
Just in case Tasteless.
That's his second workshop.
It was Turin.
I've seen Guzu do that. Isn't that like a
Turin
common
stays in the
strat
game
where
a
they
lot
just
longer.
build a workshop in your face and start making mortars?
Oh, you remember that from Guzu?
Yeah. Yeah, I will. So Grubby, I was watching you guys play Warcraft 3 before I started. I always wanted to start, but I was just a little shy.
Oh, Oh.
And I finally mustered up the courage to try the game out for myself because I was watching like Amphi and T1 and like you guys all play, and I was like, man, this is really fun actually.
Don't know if it still shows
game
his.
said
I played a game. Oh.
No,
sorry,
I just said you were shy to ask, and the game said yes. But it was a bad joke. Go on, sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So after playing like Lobotomy Corporation, I realized I like.
He's got himself up to
micromanaging
1674
multiple
now.
things at the same time, so I figured I'd actually give it a shot.
What game did you say? Obama Corporation?
Oh my god!
Lobotomy Corporation.
Look at he had a good run, similar to what I had recently as well. Just a couple of losses, otherwise they're all just wins.
It's not an RTS per se, but it's like a management game. It's similar in the sense where
He's
it's
beaten the
controlling
orcs,
different
human, night elf, orc.
Oh, it looks
But
really
in
fun.
that game, you can pause.
A little bit of
Looks really
undead,
fun.
then
It's
some
a
more
lot.
humans.
It's a 120-hour game.
Overwhelmingly positive reviews. 96% of user reviews are positive. Yo, I added that to the wish list. Cool.
So overall,
Well, if
he's
you play
actually
that,
pretty
I'm gonna
good
watch
versus
all
orc and
120
night
hours
elf,
of it.
But you gotta
but
coach
not
me though, right?
undead.
I'd be down to coach. I'd love that.
I guess, but he said that
Alright, let's go.
SingSing said in the pre-interview that the normal orcs that he fights again typically don't micro quite as much as the Viper was microing. So the headhunters he would normally go for would be getting killed, but Viper was like really bringing those headhunters back like crazy. So this is technically SingSing's worst matchup versus undead.
Team, I searched for like I was looking for a game, and I searched something like sexy vampires. I don't know exactly what it was in reference to, and I didn't know that it could go to places. I didn't know that there were games on Steam that had, well,
Really?
things that could get you banned off Twitch. So
Oh, yeah.
I
Steam
went on my
greenlights a lot.
Steam account and I disabled mature content, and I was able to view Lobotomy Corporation. So it can't be that bad or good.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. No, yeah, that's fine. Don't let chat what's the word? Gaslight you into thinking that is, I play other games that aren't Coomer games. I play games that aren't Coomer games.
Okay, I trust you.
Like Warcraft 3 isn't a Coomer game, is it?
No, not really. No, I think League is a bit.
See? League is definitely a Coomer game, 100%. Without a doubt.
Someone said chat just baited Tasteless into even worse tactics for next game. Wait, what's the down low here, Hatsala? Like, what are they telling
Well, Crypt
you?
Lord, I mean, that's his best
You
game
gotta
so
be
far
very
for
careful
Tasteless.
listening to backseating in an RTS.
Oh yeah, I learned that the hard way.
I'll see you like play against something, and then people recommend you to make glaive throwers. I'm like, oh my god, I hope he doesn't listen. So you're still waiting for
She made glaive throwers when I was fighting that human. I don't know if you saw.
I saw one glaive. Were you happy with its result?
No.
Did he get
I was
targeted?
thinking about upgrading it.
You mean the Vorpal blade?
Yeah. Oh, because dude, I was getting annoyed. It was like, this guy has 800 towers. How am I gonna get through these towers? Why is Night Elf siege potential so dog shit?
I mean, it's okay. Like, look, I'll take you through it. You were against a tower tank human, yeah? Every Warcraft 3 player that has been playing for a while knows this. You would need chimeras with corrosive breath to deal with the towers, but because orc towers are fortified, they die
Look
fast.
at these two.
AP, spirit towers,
Are they getting
fortified,
coaching
they
or
die
something?
They die fast because chimera has siege damage, but human towers are heavy armor, so they don't take the bonus damage. So it's slow. Okay, it's slow. It's fine. It's gonna work. However, opponent is gonna make what? Dragonhawk flying machine. Then you need a counter against that, but you don't want to chase into their towers. Hippogriffs are melee, so how are you going to take down his flyings? You fly into the towers, now you need pristine control to attack the flyings, but never overchase, etc. So usually the best way against towers is just get Panda level 5 and spit on him many times.
Dude, I like Panda. Like, that's my boy, man.
Yeah,
I
good
actually
choice.
like him a lot now. He's like one of my favorite. Like,
Good.
he's my second favorite next to Warden.
I
Like,
mean-
once my hero control got better and I started like doing the beer and the breath combo, dude, it is so satisfying to just obliterate, like, I don't know how many it hits, but it just, I like it against gargoyles a lot. He's really, really good. One of my favorite heroes, definitely. for sure.
Perfect, yeah. And it's true that he's too hard to use when you're on your first 100 games, but you are ready.
Yes, I'm ready. I got better. Getting better at the the micro management of multiple things.
Nice.
You know, moving on just from using Warden to using everything else.
Nice, very good. All right, the players are ready. Let's jump in.
Alright, let's do it. Whew, a little bit of a rough first game for Tasteless, but I believe he could bring it back with chat's newfound tactics.
We don't know what they are, but it's probably gonna work, right?
Oh yeah.
What do you think he should do?
In my opinion, I think he should do a Crypt Lord rush.
One base?
Remember when Soda Poppin tried that?
Sorry?
From one
It was
base?
a bit unfortunate. It didn't quite work
one
out
base.
for him,
One
but he
base
did
for
better when he
Crush
did
All.
Death Knight
Yeah.
Lich.
Agree.
So maybe Death Knight Lich would be better.
That's like super effective.
You know what's one of the hardest parts about all this for me, Lacari?
What's that?
I'm like a coach for 2 weeks, wanting all of you to succeed. Then suddenly you're fighting. It's like my kids are fighting each other.
You did this, Grubby.
I know.
You did this to us. And you gave us our worst matchup, so you could have put me against an undead.
Yeah, I
And it
know.
would have been cinema.
I know.
But then you put me against an aggro Unga Boonga human who is schizo and is looking. He's literally. You know, Tommy was like searching my name in his chat at all times. Like, I would be watching his stream, and anytime I watch his stream, he'd bring up his chat. Look who's here. Lacari. You spying on me? And this guy's like searching my VODs, like searching my offline games for any strategy he can come up with to beat me. It's my first fucking RTS game ever, dude. Chill.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it's a little, I don't know. It feels a little off to sort of watch someone else's games to sort of see their play style, because it does give you a lot of advantages if you truly wanted to do that. But it is a tournament, so I can understand why they would do it. But it feels a little cheaty if you wanted to put the extra effort in, of course. If I like watched videos on like how other people would definitely do their build order almost every single time, or which creeps they go for, then I'm gonna know, right? There's not always, but I'm gonna have a much better inclination where they are at the first start of the map.
Lesson 1, where I say don't bother scouting. You're only gonna do one thing anyway. And then once you get to like 1200 MMR,
But you can't really
and
stop
start telling
people from doing it.
okay,
Yeah,
it's time
you
to
can't
start
stop people
scouting
from
and
doing
build
it. So
out
it's
a
almost just like, I
repertoire
guess it's
of
like an
knowledge on
accepted
enemies
level
and
of
start
cheating.
having deviations potentially. But he's not there yet. So the normal way for him would be to have one acolyte now scouting which expansion is human taking, because human could take either one of these. So now he doesn't know. So we already know it's not going to be a rush. It's going to be the solid foundational expansion again. And then for him, hopefully just a better counterattack than the one he did last game. I actually feel like last game had a lot of potential.
It did. It definitely did. I feel like Tasteless is off to like a bit of a slow start, or does Undead just start slower than human?
No, I mean,
already like.
yes and no. The hero comes out at 220 or so instead of 205. So it is always later by design. That's kind of how the build order works to get more ghouls out.
Okay. I see.
Think of the crypt as a very soft, fast expansion. If you open early crypt, that means you get early ghoul. Ghoul give lumber. Lumber is part of resources, so it's kind of like if you built an early tree of life. Not quite.
Oh, okay.
It's not quite the
so
same
weird.
because gold is more important than wood, but by building an early crypt, it's kind of like an expansion. This is why they delay their hero, because they could just do early altar, get the hero out, and then they have almost no ghouls. But then they need to make up for it with bonus ghoul mining, which means they can't use their ghoul for creeping as early.
You have to get the crypt.
However, Tasteless adds a little bit of extra slowness on top of that.
-1
He's
ghoul.
not just late because of it, but also because every move takes him a little bit
There it is.
longer than someone that, you know, would not take longer.
Oh, because he's new. Yeah,
Yes.
I noticed I have like issues there too. Like when I'm doing certain things that I have to do at the MR I'm at, like for example, dropping my energy pendant or
Right.
buying certain items or moving. Like I'm taking way longer than someone who's more experienced, so I'm losing out on time.
Yes.
And every second matters in this game because like, you know, if you're behind
That is a
5
long
seconds,
distance,
you
yeah.
get creep jacked,
SingSing's
right?
done that again.
It's like
He did that in the previous
after
one.
finishing a camp.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Why is he doing
Now,
that?
SingSing did a little bit of damage to himself. This is looking like a really massive hole with one tower in between.
Ooh. His
Where-
footmen
where-
are also pretty injured.
There's like, this is a 7 peasant line, I think. The town hall to the gold mine. It's a debuff to self. So he's already getting less money. Tasteless comes in again, but this time SingSing is really near it.
Ooh.
Got some militia as well straight away because he was going to use it on the creek camp.
Can actually,
Should be a lot easier to defend this time.
As well. Ooh, he should have used that before going into the Arcane Tower. Would have used SingSing.
Yeah, here's everything he should have used. The skull, he did it now. Earlier illusions, he did it now. But overall, not bad still. He's got a lot of numbers.
Strangely, the ghouls are doing really well. Maybe he has a lot more ghouls here than he did in the previous fight, because in theory, he should SingSing should have been a bit better off there.
Tasteless starts mining lumber with his ghouls for a bit. I think he attacked on the forest.
It must be annoying to have a combat unit that's also a worker.
Yes. Yeah, because he actually left click on the
that's
tree.
Age of
And then they
Empires
start killing
mythology.
the tree. They don't even get lumber from it.
That's why I don't do
this
too
is
well
a really
with
nice attack, but let's take a look
Lords.
at the macro. Oh, good. Tasteless is macroing behind this for the most part. He's got ghouls in production, so not bad at all. SingSing wedged himself into a really tight crevice where he's completely safe.
Out for him, though. Yeah. He's just spawned. Well, that's his last water elemental. I think, if Tasteless keeps producing ghouls, he might be able to take this, but actually no, because SingSing's producing equipment. I think this attack's over, probably. He put a ghoul in the peasant line.
Which is good, and he is trying to target the
That's
low
pretty
peasants.
smart try.
But Tasteless kind of ran his units into the meat grinder. Archmage nearly level 4. Tasteless did do a good thing where he made another crypt early so he can make more ghouls. He's also mining with just 3 acolytes, so it's again a little bit that macro is not quite there. He needs to be making 2 extra acolytes. Isn't doing that right now. He didn't target fire enough of the peasants. SingSing never really got his Archmage threatened. He got good experience. He's already teching as well. Wow, this was not a problem for SingSing at all. He held that off insanely well.
Yeah, he wasn't stressed by it at all. SingSing's very good at defense. He has a lot of grit, I noticed. Like, I think all-inning SingSing is not the type of person you want to all-in.
It could have worked if he just had double... Imagine, right? How much did the gold mine actually influence things? Him having one. I mean, it's a nice backup, but how much did it make his attack stronger? Not at all. So imagine he did the same thing, but with 2 crypt. Or even if he made the gold mine first, and then still went double crypt, and he made a lot of ghouls, and he actually rallied them non-stop.
He doesn't
to
hotkey
the
both
expansion.
of these crypts together
He
by
would
the
have
looks of it.
potentially killed 10 peasants.
Yeah, I think it would have destroyed the expansion as well. Honestly.
So I see my overlay died, chat. I'm gonna try and remake it. I don't know why that happens. It's, you know, it's not... I didn't do something wrong. I didn't, like, alter for the overlay. I'm restarting it.
Come on, what are you doing, Grubby?
It's not showing up anymore. So, it happens.
It happens.
Also, he could have killed the Arcane Tower. When Tasteless walked in first, he had, like, 10 units. He took a surround position on the Arcane Tower, and then just didn't. You can surround buildings the same way you surround units. And when you do, you reduce the surface area of peasants being able to repair it. You absolutely can blow up that building. Viper had the same problem yesterday, where the Arcane Tower is respected too much.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Arcane Tower doesn't really do any damage. It's just annoying. It takes your mana. It's like a Demon Hunter, but a tower.
Yeah, except Demon Hunter does shit tons of damage.
Sure, yeah, you're right.
Tace has forgotten the Rubian Tower. Even now that he's repairing the Ziggurat, it doesn't seem like he's fully cognizant of the fact that the tower has not been made into an ice tower.
Look at the ghoul micro.
Are we gonna see another level 5 Archmage?
I think so. It's pretty common in these situations, and there's no crazy denies like what TommyKay did yesterday too. That was dirty.
Oh, dude. You know what's funny? He called me like the Dota player, right? And this man like gets 20 denies throughout all of our games.
Yeah.
Pretty even at the moment between
Who's
these
actually
two, honestly.
Jesus.
Tasteless is doing pretty well.
He said he has 20,000 hours in Dota. I didn't know that.
What rank is he actually?
He wouldn't say.
Considering.
He said like, oh, it was before they had MMR and everything. I feel like people downplay their experience in strategy games a lot in these invitationals.
Yeah. 100%, yeah.
It's like me? Oh, no, no.
Apparently someone in my chat said he was pro in Dota once.
Really?
Yeah.
Who has 20k hours in Dota? TommyKay said 10k hours in Dota 1, 10k hours in Dota 2. I only have like 2k.
That's insane.
I have 3k in Dota 2. So he has 3 times more experience than me. And I was Immortal, so he's probably TI winner.
Oh yeah, 100%. I have 5k in Okay, did you play Han by any chance?
No, I never did.
Okay, I want to say I have like 2,000 hours in Han and like 10,000 hours in Dota. If you want to count Han as Dota. But
Kind of.
some people don't.
No-Tail considers Han to be... I mean, No-Tail legend in Dota 2, right? He loved Han. He thought it was the best.
Han was literally the greatest.
So we have stopped hype casting.
Did
this
League of
match,
Legends
guys.
just
I know there's gonna be some people like, I wish they would
destroy
focus on the
Han's
match, but
hopes?
this is what casual casts are like. We talk about anything we like, and we can see like there's no chance anymore for Tasteless. So it is what it is. You know, SingSing, he's got Barracks, Aviary, Workshop, Tier 3 coming along.
I think
there's
Tasteless
Water
has got
Elementals,
better
there's no
since
Dispel
yesterday.
For Tasteless. He's making only
Wait, hold!
pools.
Level 5 Crypt Lord!
Yeah, he can.
Wait,
He's got the big King Beetles.
Wait, he can actually bring this back.
I mean, there's water elementals with an average damage of 48 attacking his units, and there's up to 3. 48 damage.
Sorry, I didn't know it did that much damage. Bryce is broken! Are you kidding me? You're telling me this stupid hero can... Okay, Grubby, I have a fucking problem with Archmage, by the way.
Yep, me too.
Warden holding 2 AOWs. The fastest Warden time for level 3 is like 4:15 or something. This man can hit level 3 in 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yep.
I have to spend 2 AOWs, make sure I don't last hit any neutral creeps at the same time, and then I'm still not level 3 before this guy.
He's right.
And I delayed my attack.
Wait,
Lacari,
is
you
he
missed-
complaining
Oh,
about
it's
Ancient of
not.
War creeping?
You mid.
Ancient of War creeping is like the most overpowered shit in the game. It's literally just this building that just fucking does everything for you. You can't possibly complain about that. At least with the Archmage, you have to invest mana and time and all of that, and as well as militia, etc., to actually speed up how fast he creeps. You just put down a freaking Ancient of War and then just have it right-click and eat a tree. And just make sure it doesn't get the last hit, and it can basically do almost any orange camp with one archer. It's insane.
However, the Rock Golem had
Imagine
a quarter
that.
chance, or
How
maybe
could,
20%
how on
chance to
earth
drop
could
an
you
XP
possibly
tome
not
that
see
gave
the
them
irony
another 100.
there in thinking that the yes, the Archmage Water Elemental is strong. We absolutely admit that. That's true. But you don't sort of think for a second just how much of a luxury it is to have the ability to have an Ancient of War that can just creep anything. That is bonkers.
Stupid as
He's
hell.
been brainwashed like crazy.
They were
Was
the
there
best.
ever a point where they weren't just broken as hell?
I would say 2020 to 2023, human was just normal.
So they've never been bad. They've always just been at worst. Okay.
Maybe they've been worse once, like in the for a few years, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, something like that. But they were the best in Reign of Chaos, which is why I switched to them. I wanted to be Elf or Orc, but I had to switch because it's the only race that could win World Cyber Games. And then in 2004 to 2010, they were always top 3 at least.
Look at these water torrents, by the way. Jesus Lord. Like, Goliaths in his army.
Yeah. SingSing,
That's insane, though.
He's building a really complex army composition. There are a couple of things he's forgetting. No animal war training means he's missing 100 health on knights and griffins. I don't see him making it now. I'm not sure how aware of it he is. Last game he didn't have it as well. He's making siege engines to help level undead bases. Yeah.
Tanks, no! Don't stop! Why do they have everything? They can just build whatever they want. Does human have a single unit that is bad?
No, everything
They're
is
all
good.
good. Like, dude, if I build a Talon, people are gonna start laughing at me.
Yeah. Talon
Or,
in most
God forbid,
matchup.
Fairy Dragon.
Talon, Hippo Rider, Glaive Thrower are all pretty meh. Mountain Giant, extreme situational, but is very good. Chimera, very good too in its niche, but the niche is small. Human does need to make a large army composition. I think micro is actually quite hard.
Didn't realize
You
I
have
stumbled
Knight,
into a
Flying,
therapy
Griffin,
session
3
here.
heroes, staffs, Mortar, Dragonhawk, whatever. Like, it is a pretty complex army. Another thing human needs is they need a lot of setup time because their upgrades are weird. For Night Elf, all upgrades go to Bear, Dryad, Chimera, and Hippo. They all share the same upgrade, so you can just go 3-3 and you'll be happy forever. You'll never be like, oh, but I need a few Huntresses, no, I need new upgrades for them. Like that never happens. Even Fairy Dragons, like every unit is the same. But for human, it's like, well, Knights have different upgrade than Griffin, like half of different upgrade. Mortar has half different upgrade again.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So human needs a lot of setup time, which is why they need the expo. So a lot of beating human comes down to countering their expo well, making sure that it costs them a lot.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that was educational. I'm learning more. God, it just makes me realize I know nothing about this game.
About the other races in particular, right?
He wants that Death Knight.
I just know nothing.
But it's a 15-second invul,
The more you
right?
know, the more you realize you don't know.
Oh.
Death Knight getting attacked. He does have a healing potion, but I think Tasteless is not going to use it. He dies with it. Double Cyclone on
All of the
Fiends. We've got
production
the
that
tank
Sing
going
Sing
ham
was
on the
setting up,
towers.
yeah.
Meanwhile, the Knight Pain Train has been
There's no
turned
chance
on.
now for Tasteless.
Lich comes in with Orb of Corruption, starting to slowly hit the Archmage from behind, pounding into him with that Orb of Corruption.
This is clearly a build that Tasteless has been taught to follow, because I've noticed every single time he gets that Lich kind of very late, really, with the Orb of Corruption and stuff like that. A lot of undead players will like rush to level 3 just so they can get Orb of Corruption on the Lich. Basically, it's all about timing your second hero to like come out as you get tier 3 to pick up Orb of Corruption and then start swinging the game. So Tasteless kind of should have really been taught that, I think, a little bit more.
But will hit when they get webbed. So Impale is just different.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. No.
I think it's because Impale reads, the tooltip reads, knock up a unit into the air, which the air unit was already in the air, then came to the ground. I guess you can only change position so many times.
Oh, true. Yeah, that makes sense.
Really nice attack by SingSing. He's using staff.
He's level 6.
He's macroing during all this.
Tasteless not giving up because it's his final match. I respect it.
True.
Oh, is this a best of 1, actually, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, he's even sending in the Acolyte.
I think it might be a best of 1.
Yeah.
In the losers
Bringing back
bracket.
nightmares of how that Acolyte last hit 3 of my...
2 actually. The third was Coil.
Oh, true. You remember
Is it still best of 3?
Oh, God.
You won the game though. Oh,
Dude, I was so close to QQing out of that game.
it's a tilter. Nice double Stormbolt and Holy Light combo. Tasteless goes
Well, I would put
GG.
that in the
Good luck
stream
in the
pile.
tournament. SingSing advances with 2-0. He said,
I forgot
may-
about the first game. I still haven't recovered properly from yesterday. I forgot that they've even just played. It's like, this is their first game, right? Isn't it? Jeez.
Right?
yes, TommyKay. Yes. SingSing, TommyKay. Human Mirror in the lower bracket, round 2.
Oh, God, now I have to play. Oh, man.
It's your turn.
I'm nervous.
All right,
I guess
Lacari.